Welcome to Deleted Chapters from Famous Novels. I'm Benny K. Today we're reading from Bloodlines, a Star Wars novel. Leia Organa felt the heat of the explosion before she heard it. Then the shockwave rocked her body and all that was left was the silent vacuum of space. She focused all her strength towards the center of her body and opened her eyes. Then she force-pulled herself towards the ship. "Is everyone okay?" Leia asked, as she glided through the airlock. She glanced around as several stunned faces gaped back at her. "How did you do that?" Han Solo asked. Leia laughed. "I do that all the time. Sometimes I jettison myself out an escape pod and then use the Force to come back in." "But this was just a training exercise." Leia shrugged. "It's fun to practice. You never know when I might actually need it." "Mama, Mama," little Ben Solo cried. "Is Mama okay?" Leia grimaced and turned toward one of the admirals. "Can someone please take it out of here?" A man in a gold robe came over and scooped up Ben in his arms and carried him into another room. "Why do you have to do that all the time?" Han asked. "I was a princess," Leia said. "We always had nannies. Parents weren't expected to handle those things." Just then Luke Skywalker came in. "Hi everybody, how you doing? Hero of the Republic here." "Well, it's about time for me to leave," Han said. "You're not still smuggling Lovecraft monsters around, are you?" "Pfft," Han said. No, of course not. Don't be silly." And he walked out. Leia turned to Luke. "You mark my words, that's going to be the death of him. Oh, I'm glad I don't use a lightsaber, Luke, or I would just impale him by a railless walkway over a chasm." Luke smiled. "Don't worry about Han. He can take care of himself. Now what did you want to talk about?" Leia turned serious. "I think that it's time we talk about Plagueis, don't you?" "Snoke," Luke said. "He's calling himself Snoke now. What about him?" "Well, I just don't think he's a very good babysitter," Leia said. She leaned back in her chair, exasperated. "Plus, I think he's overcharging me. You know, I looked at his reviews and they're not very good at all." "Well, just fire him," Luke said. Leia put her hand on Luke's. "That's what I wanted to talk to you about." "What do you mean?" "Well, I know that you're starting up the new Jedi school, and I was hoping that maybe you'd take Ben." Luke ran a hand over his face. "Oh, Leia, I don't know. It's such short notice, and I've already put so many kids on the wait list. I mean, even that little girl Rey and her parents are—" "Luke, you're my brother," Leia interrupted. "If you can't pull some strings and get your nephew in the first class, then why even do this?" Luke sighed. Okay. There's a Bothan kid that I can move to the wait list. They're used to disappointment." The automatic door slid open and Ben ran in. "Mama, Mama," he cried. Luke cringed. He'd never have the heart to tell Leia, but he found Ben to be the most annoying child he'd ever seen. That was the real reason for his hesitation in taking him into the school. "He's so annoying, I'm afraid I'll take the first flimsy excuse to saber him to death in his sleep," Luke thought. Did Rian Johnson ever get a look at that deleted chapter? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Thanks for watching. Join us next Tuesday for more deleted chapters from famous novels, and every Thursday for dumpster diving. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below for us. Check the description for our social media handles and websites of interest. Thank you so much again. See you next time.